I'm Russell, and today I'd like to talk about how Canadian cities plan future developments. So they've got to organize, communicate with other organizations that would have overlapping jurisdiction, like provincial or federal government, as well as Indigenous reserves if they're on the outskirts of a city, or like Saskatoon, have an urban reserve. I'm at Sasktel Centre, and the development being proposed for the city of Saskatoon is a new arena and convention centre, instead of on what used to be the outskirts of town, where Sasktel Centre is, an arena downtown. Before looking at that, before going to the workshop, I'd like to take a look at a similar site, which is Edmonton. Approximately 5 hours or a 500-kilometer drive away is a similar prairie city. Edmonton's downtown arena, Rogers Place, was completed in 2016. Some of the adjacent facilities were completed as late as 2019. So it's still a recent development. They've got a similar cold weather climate to Saskatoon, and they've got an older arena that was in a more remote location with fewer businesses and homes nearby. And then they moved the arena to the downtown area with higher density residential and commercial properties. Also a prairie population, many of whom are accustomed to driving vehicles everywhere they go. Some lessons from Edmonton's arena. Edmonton's arena website boasts that no municipal property taxes are increased. However, taxes in the form of a community revitalization levy, those are all in capital letters, so that's a proper name. Also, paid parking rates and arena ticket fees did increase. Additionally, the former Rexall Place subsidy is paid to the private owners of the Oilers hockey team, the Cats Group. I went to Reddit to find out what Edmonton locals think of the pros and cons of the arena now that they've had one built. Nicer venue for events, expensive parking, food, drinks, tickets, still homeless camps all over, paid for by taxpayers, revenue directed to the billionaire. Let the rich folk pay and not the people in your city. New buildings, new foot traffic, but when there's no event, downtown is just as dead as it was before, and arena prices are high. Central location, accessible by public transit, beautiful building, using the parking lots next door for other events, massive underground parking which is tied into pedway system, high arena food pricing. Net positive for downtown, spurring a lot of development in a once dead area. Biggest con is the cost to taxpayers to fund something that very few locals get to enjoy. A connected LRT system is a great use of space and dollars. For what you'd pay to park at an open lot in the winter, you can get heated underground parking. There's also a downtown connected pedway system. Expensive arena concessions and construction. Better than the old location with nothing around it. People now use the surrounding businesses and the ice district before and after the game. Saskatoon held a workshop at a nearby mall on Wednesday afternoon for citizen input. Let's take a look at the workshop.
There's a certain quality to the vibe and energy that is SoDoSoPa. From the independent merchants and unique cafes to the rustic charm of a mixed income crowd. Where else can you let loose your wild side while still being a part of helping the local economy?
The following footage shows what to expect in a city planning workshop. There were, aside from myself, there were 8 other people there, and they had different ideas about incorporating the surrounding businesses into the arena plan. It was also mentioned that bike racks with chargers were put on them, which is interesting because there's been more electric bike sales in the past couple of years for Saskatoon.
Feel free to ask lots of questions. Feel free to have to mark up the maps, provide any comments you want. Just wanted to do a land acknowledgement. We are gathered today on Treaty 6 territory, homeland of the Métis, and so we commit to the truth and reconciliation and the calls to actions as well. The agenda today, we're going to go do a bit of just an introduction, just a brief presentation about the Downtown Events and Entertainment District, a little bit of background on connectivity and mobility, and then we'll do a bit of a workshop activity with the maps and sort of just do a report back or a summary. So just on the introductions, my name is Ian. I work for the City of Saskatoon's Planning Department, and I'm a planner that works on the Downtown Event and Entertainment District Plan.
I'm Russell, and I'm here because I'd like to understand how governments communicate to citizens information like this. I haven't been to one of these, I guess a workshop, meeting, whatever. But also the downtown area, it's going to be an arena, and then there's supposed to be buses involved in it. I've heard BRT, and that seems to be, depending on the year, between 2019 and now, it seems to be questionable about how that's actually going to happen and if it's going to happen. And then an arena is a very big project for people. It's usually touted as an economic boon for the area, but citizens of an area enjoy their local whatever it is. It could be sports, it could be concerts. Local people put their money into the arena. They pay for the arena, and then they have to pay a private organization for access to the arena, even though the public largely funded it. And then the money leaves the province, the city, the country with merchandise, which is usually not made locally.
A potential event center downtown, an expansion or upgrade of a convention center, the introduction of bus rapid transit, viable for some of the businesses, but also as a resident or a visitor, and what type of amenities and improvements can we make. This is the study area of the district plan. So, and what policies do we need in place to sort of implement that? What projects do we need to move forward with? And it sort of lays that out into a framework for a district plan. So how the streets might function, what upgrades do we need to make it a comfortable environment downtown? What sort of amenities do we need in our downtown that will attract residents and visitors? What type of open spaces, green spaces, connectivity, mobility, how do people move around? How do we add more residential with upgrading sewers and pipes and systems, as well as just major infrastructure to our streets? The purpose of this is we want to have a focused conversation on connections and mobilities, the different types, and what improvements we can make for the future of our downtown. Well, in 2018, City Council directed the city administration or the city staff to plan for a downtown event district and arena as part of their downtown planning. And then in November of 2022, City Council did approve the purchase of the North MidTown parking lot. And that was for the site of a potential future downtown event center. In April and May of 2023, there was a first round of engagement. We called it the Big Idea, so it was very broad. City Council has been clear they haven't necessarily made the decision yet on whether the event or entertainment district will go ahead. Feedback and input that we use can inform policy, can inform direction, and can inform projects, future projects for the downtown. And all of that feedback we do report out on as well, so there will be a summary of this, and we do report that to City Council as part of our reporting as well as this talks about the walk shed. So what a walk shed is basically for a normal able-bodied person, this is how long it would take you to walk. In this area, that's a 5-minute walk. The 10-minute walk covers most of downtown. And then even a 15-minute walk.
The idea there is to have it like not gravel, like it's paved, so that like a stroller or a wheelchair could use it. Like, so the focus on those is just to make sure that it is accessible.
Like the current bus mall that we have downtown on 23rd Street. With the introduction of BRT, that actually goes away, and the BRT stations become sort of those transfer points. Well, we're working on a survey as well, an online survey for those who couldn't attend in person. I just wanted to thank everyone. Feel free to take coffee and donuts on your way out, and yeah, we'll stick around in case there's any questions. But thank you very much for participating. We can add you to our mailing list. We'll provide updates when upcoming events are coming up or when there's a report going forward. I mean, it was loud and clear to us that we did not advertise this event enough. I'm working with our communications department for the 24th meeting. But we have targeted meetings that we set up, bus riders. We're going to be reaching out to the like CNIB, which is the deaf and blind community. We reach out to mobility groups. It's a constant struggle of trying to communicate, and obviously we learned that. Great. And it sounds like we should be maybe contracting you to do our advertising. I think most people heard about it through you. So.
There was space for 30 people in the afternoon and another 30 in the evening, 60 total. The evening workshop was canceled due to low attendance. There were 9 people at this afternoon workshop, excluding the 3 city employees. More community input was needed, so I took to the streets to ask people, to find out what they thought.
One level for people who are cold to warm up for a bit. You know that bus stop? That'd be a good place for that skating to be able.
Kind of make it like look at like kind of like in New York where there's skating rinks all over and a bunch of buildings.
Your name was Cole?
Yeah.
Fantastic. What was your name?
My name was Rehab.
Rial. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. Thank you very much. What would you want to see for an event center?
Well, I guess an enclosed dome, eh? Might as well go all, right?
Not the old the Atchison idea about closing the entire downtown.
Just close it all year round, right? Nothing, no removal room. Just, yeah. Other than that, if they get it downtown, we live in Martinsville, so
Okay.
they have to get the whole in and out thing figured out, right?
Absolutely.
They gotta
For
have
people to
parking.
be able to get in and out
Because
quick.
we live in Saskatchewan. A lot of people come from outside in a vehicle. They got to park somewhere.
Well, I don't think we need it. There's other important things in the city than an event center.
I think I would like to see a little bit more business-related stuff. So, like, I'm not saying no apartments, but like right in the city center, there's many areas like empty lots or like a smaller lots.
There are a lot of
They
them.
could be transferred to like offices, but or apartments on the top, offices on the bottom, with that kind of idea.
Mixed use.
Yeah, just to kind of like make it both of them. And I think what we need in the city center too, I'm not saying it has to be big, but some kind of grocery store.
Yeah, it's a food desert downtown.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a Costco idea or Safeway, like as big as this.
Yeah.
It just has to be somewhere where everybody who works here or lives here can easily walk into the like a one main, maybe a city center, I don't know, maybe 5,000 square feet grocery store.
Yes.
I think those two things I would say.
That's not huge, but it's enough for what
Yeah,
people need.
5,000 would be like big enough, but also not too small.
It's a little bigger than the space for the vehicles here. It's not
so
much
like
more.
Maybe twice as bigger than this.
Yeah.
And then like a grocery store like that when you can buy just like basically all of the groceries. So you don't have to go and every single time jump into the car and drive to go get the groceries. You can walk to it, it's 5-minute walk, maybe 10-minute walk from anybody who lives close by, and then they can get everything what they need.
I'm glad I asked you. That's a lovely idea.
No problem.
My name's Russell as
Okay,
well.
nice to meet you, Russell. I'm Peter.
Hi, Peter.
But I would like to see DC to grow and get a little bit more dense and go higher rather than to spread, because then it costs more money. And then obviously we have a business here. For me, like having people living in the city center helps a lot.
If you could see anything, not just with the event center, but the surrounding area.
Just parking for me. That's
Parking.
my big thing. Parking, yeah. For
Okay.
going to the event for sure. That would be the big thing. Above ground, I guess,
ground?
more so, because I mean, with that parking lot, that's a big parking for the MidTown, right? So I mean, if we lose that, then we're definitely having to use street parking, which can be a hassle. But I think, yeah, as long as
So
we
like
got
a
our parking,
parkade or something?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd like to see an above parkade.
yeah, like a multi-tier
Multi-level.
parkade, yeah, would be nice for
Multi-level
sure.
parkade.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Where Toys R Us is, I think that would be the ultimate spot to have it along the river. Would be great. You know, along the riverfront would be the place to have it.
Yeah.
I think, you know, just highlight the beauty of the Outta Trail and all that, you know what I mean? And then have the downtown core kind of surround the arena would be nice.
You're working here all the time, and you
Yeah.
must hear from customers and other employees and what
Yeah.
works best. So
For sure.
There's lots
Okay.
of real estate to build the actual arena and convention center or whatever they choose to do. It's just you're eating up parking, you're displacing parking for lack of a better term. Traffic, so I think it would be a matter of like replacing what was lost and then adding more,
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think with it being in the downtown core as well, you know, this spot, it's accessible by foot. You know what I mean? So it'd be a lot. I think a lot more people would probably walk to games. You know what I mean? Or whatever event,
Or
concerts. I
buses,
don't,
like
but
Yeah,
buses,
with the
yeah.
BRT being there.
Yeah.
So you just catch a bus and that would eliminate a lot of the hassle and traffic and
too,
hustle
yeah.
and bustle, yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Like,
That allows more side dragging the lapel and it ate up all the Auditorium Avenue. So like then we took parking away from the public, right?
My name's Russell.
Joe.
Joe, thank you.
Brad
Hi, Brad.
and Colton.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, hopefully any of you have a chance to show up on the 24th to the meeting in the mall, but if not, because you're working. So.
Yeah, definitely.
No worries.
Maybe I'll see you around. Thank you. The event center, convention center the city's planning.
Oh yeah.
Is it okay to ask for your ideas?
Have a
Okay.
seat.
Sure. Oh, nice. Thanks.
Yeah, man.
My name's Russell.
Mine's Sean.
Hi, Sean. Good to meet you.
you.
Yeah, the city's got they got a website, Saskatoon.ca Event District,
Yep.
where there's a lot of information, but I brought a map, and this sheet has the comparison between their different sites that they're thinking
Okay.
of. What would you want to see there? Because it's not just the event center convention, but the whole surrounding area. The city can change roads, they can have bus routes, they can put in parks.
One thing I wouldn't mind seeing too is farmers market come back this way.
Oh yeah, because it's out almost near the airport.
At the airport, you know, who wants to go get a bag of carrots way over there when you can just go to 7-Eleven? I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Fresh cola, Costco, whatever. Right?
Yeah, I loved it. It was the
Yeah,
farmers
well,
market was just by the river. Yeah,
That's where they should have left it.
to get the farmers back here.
Yeah.
Yes, because the convention center outside of events, which are going to be more in the evening.
Yeah.
Why not bring people in on the afternoon?
Well, yeah.
In the morning
Yeah.
for farmers market.
And they used to have it here, over this way here, like just on the weekends or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like me and the wife, we used to go there. I would say my site would be site A.
Okay.
Over here, where I've got those older buildings on, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And you need access to it to and from.
Yeah, they've got some stars on the map too, and those are proposed BRT, which is it's buses, but they're supposed to have more of an express direct route.
Oh, okay.
You go to this site, let them know, Lori, I want to join the meeting, then maybe I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Morning. Is it all right if I speak to you as well about the event center, convention center the city's planning?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm Sir Richardson.
My name's Russell.
Jim.
You're Jim?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good morning.
Okay, for the event and convention center, I mean, what we have now is too small.
Yeah.
So it makes it difficult. And venue for certain large, let's say, acts. It makes it really hard to have good-sized conventions. I used to work at conventions, so
Okay.
I worked in like McCormick Place in Chicago. It's like 1 million square feet. I think that's the big thing. It has to be bigger and better because then you can build around it, you know. And the downtown area. I mean, you see what's happening down by the river here.
Yes.
And we need to build all that area up. It's really small businesses are really stressed now. You know, they haven't recovered from COVID. People that never thought about shopping online are doing it all the time.
Yep.
and it's getting harder and harder to run a small business. And that's my concern. We're going to see a lot of small businesses down there disappear. And I hope, I don't know, maybe there's some way that they can get some kind of tax break or something like that. Like when you have an event center, an arena down here, obviously all the businesses around there it's going to give you more opportunity for customers to come in and so I think that worked well.
The meeting itself is at MidTown Mall here.
Oh, well, gee. Don't know where that is. Yeah. Okay.
If you were to contact there's a woman named Lori, and all the information is on the site there.
Okay. Great.
You contact her, and then she could say, "Yeah, come on in, and I'll see you at the meeting," and then you can tell them whatever's on your mind.
Okay. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, pleasure.
Good to meet you. Good morning.
Good morning.
The arena/convention center. Yeah.
Oh, I don't agree with the downtown at all, so.
Okay. I should introduce myself as well. My name's Russell.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't. It used to be downtown on 19th Street, and you never could find parking, and it was just a.
Okay.
You know.
Well, it is proposed, so it might not happen, but it might. If it did go ahead, what would you say they should do, no matter what? What's a priority for building?
Not downtown at all.
Not downtown. What would you want to see? Not just with the arena, but with the surrounding downtown area. What would make this a better place?
The only problem I see now downtown is homeless people.
Absolutely, yes.
Homeless people.
Many people are concerned about safety.
If they can find somewhere to put them, take them off the street, that would be awesome. Yeah, because sometimes when they need the stuff that they need and they can't get it, they go crazy and they will hurt people. So I'm here working. I have to always watch my back. Like, each time I saw someone walking up, I have to, no, don't turn my back to them. I am Wallaby.
Wallaby, okay.
Sometimes I do pressure wash in the area, but what I'm basically focusing on right now is to remove some graffiti from the wall. Safety first. And then you can think about place for people to enjoy. I used to be a promoter back home.
Oh, where's home?
Oh, Jamaica.
Jamaica, okay.
Yeah. More place to keep shows, car shows, people love that. I saw one on 8th Street, and I don't think it's the proper place to keep show like that. It need a big, open space.
They're gonna meet to talk about possible improvements for the whole downtown area. So if there's anything that you would want to see changed, improved, things the city could do better, that's an amazing place to let them know.
Some when they get high, they come. They want to fight, yes. Some of them when they're high. And some when they need it and they can't get it, they also want to fight. You can take them and have them like a prisoner. That would be wrong. But just to, like rehab, take them off the street, get them rehab, let them go through, they all go through that process, keep them away from drugs for a long while and see if there's any changes. Because there's a lot of them that is very talented, A lot of them that they have, but just what they grew up and see their parents doing, they continue doing it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What you would want to see in an event center, an arena, or the surrounding area?
I'd like to see a casino.
A casino?
Yeah.
Edmonton got one. They built Rogers Place downtown.
Exactly.
Got the casino there.
I haven't really thought about it. I mean, I know SaskTel Center is way too far for a lot of people.
I agree. If you're here waiting for the bus, SaskTel is
what
very
does that
far.
Tell you? Yeah, exactly. But I think a casino would be great.
Okay. Do you ever go out to Dakota Dunes?
Yeah, I do when I can, but now I can't because they haven't got a bus route.
Market Mall. That's where the buses used to be.
Yes, and they used to go into Confed too. So I think a casino would be just fantastic.
My name's Russell, by the way.
Hi, I'm Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Right in this area. I mean, it's perfect for everybody.
Myself, I want to see the STC bus terminal change to anything else.
Yes. I don't take a bus anymore. But I mean, look at it. It's sitting there with what? Nothing.
Also on the map.
Put a casino in there too.
They could.
They could. Oh, so they want to put what? A bus?
Oh, so they want to get rid of the old.
Get
this,
the old-
this
yeah,
is part of
old
the
one.
proposition, though.
Okay.
This is all ideas, so
Okay.
it's not a sure thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they want to get rid of that bus mall
Well, I can't blame them, really. That's really tacky over there.
and kind of break it up a little bit into some of them there,
okay,
some of
that
them here.
would be okay too. Very
Okay.
unsavory, people. I'm sorry. That's the way I'm going to put it.
Fair enough.
You don't. Older people get scared of that.
Hi. Good morning. Event center and arena.
Oh yeah, I heard
They've
about that.
proposed several sites. There's lots of information at Saskatoon.ca Event District. What do you think would make this place better?
Well, I can only think of minor stuff just for like cleanliness mostly, but
Sure. It
mostly just locks on the garbages so they can't get open and then rummage through them.
locks on the garbage cans. Because other people are going to talk about the arena itself and what they want from entertainment, but okay, the event's over, and what happens with the area and everybody else?
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of people just hanging around different places without cameras and low surveillance, and then that'll just get dirty. We'll most likely get called and we'd have to go clean it. Yeah, locks on the garbages, more security.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. My name's Russell.
Hi, Russell.
Hi.
So my question is, okay, sorry, I'm just like, I hate the traffic of like those concerts and stuff that goes down whenever it's like down there.
Yeah.
But it's like way out of the way, so it doesn't really affect me. But I'm like, if it comes here, it's gonna affect a lot of people. Maybe let's see this. So this is over by the river.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like, well, they're always doing construction down there, so then that's iffy too for the people who would be like trying to get to their like concerts or events or whatever they're trying to go to. But it would also be out of the way of like all the working people who are like in this general area that like if you're running late to work, it's already like complicates a little more.
It does.
If suddenly there's like some event going on.
If you like that site better, Site E, absolutely.
I feel like just
but-
like out of the way of like downtown business and stuff, because then otherwise like
Okay.
you probably will encounter a lot of like civilians being like, no, this is not cool. Especially people who work downtown. Like I work at the tattoo shop down here, and so I'm just like, if I'm running late and trying to get through College Drive or something, it's just like it complicates things. But I feel like a lot of people will be like having issues with that. But maybe by the river would be probably the best bet.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
Yeah, have a wonderful day.
Yeah, I mean, I think the busing is very important, but I also think parking is important because people aren't gonna all bus. You're gonna have people from out of town. You're gonna have people who carpool. You're gonna have people that want to come at whatever time, not wait on a bus, especially in the winter, which we have 7 months of the year, right?
Yep. So
Waiting
it's
on a
cool.
bus, which is great if the buses are right there, but they're gonna be so overloaded you won't be able to get on them right away. I personally think that because you see it at where we have right now at the event center.
Yeah.
You don't want that event center to be useless when it's not doing something. You want the parking lot to be used for other things, not just a big wide open area that's like, here's an event center that we use once a month. You're like, great, there was other stuff there before that. It's not just a waste of space every other day that it's not being used. I know that's why I don't think it works great downtown for them to just plop an event center and say, here's an event center and some buses, have them getting home. Because I did the 5K run for the healthcare thing, and they had buses to take us back, and just the 5,000 people that were waiting to get back was over an hour to wait in the line, and then they ended the buses early, and I didn't even get taken back to the arena. So it's like that was like one event. That wasn't even a 20,000 person event center. And they had buses designated just for that, not even just downtown buses, right?
Bus road, absolutely. I don't necessarily feel a parking lot's necessary.
I think they should have some kind of parking lot. If they don't put anything downtown, it's just going to get overloaded. Think of the people who live downtown, and all the parking spots on the street are going to get filled. And then they won't be able to park anywhere.
Plus, even the same when they have the X, they literally still leave parking for the residents.
Yeah, I guess, or something like that. Like the people who live downtown would have designated they can park here and everything else.
Right.
They don't park.
The fringe and all that, they still make it so that residents who live there have the right to park there.
Yeah, but they've never done that for downtown people ever.
No, I assume you'd hope they would look into doing that. So that would be something.
That's something to mention, If you go to the site here, Saskatoon Event District, then there's contact information for the city planners, so you can either email them, phone them, and tell them yourself, or you can say that you want to be at one of the meetings. I thought if they're going to have bus terminals, heated bus terminals would be really nice in the winter. And the heated bus terminals in Edmonton that I've seen are used as homeless shelters, really. As people go in there in the winter to warm up because there aren't homeless shelters they can use. Thank you. I appreciate that. The city does consult people. They do try to get the message out. Online surveys, they've got specific focus groups that they interact with on a somewhat regular basis, as well as just a random sampling of the population when they can talk to them at workshops. But they've got to be able to get the message out. People need to know that events and input are happening. People do need to be heard. There was a lot of great input, many ideas from different people, and there's another event, another workshop coming up in about 1 week on October 24th. There are way too many ideas for one person to think of. It doesn't matter if it's a city planner who's done this many times before, they still need to know from the locals, they need input from the community. So this is an important event. It's wonderful, in my opinion, that the Canadian government does do this, that they do interact with their citizens and not just make the plans on their own. There are many people who are under the impression that city council or some alternative group or council decides all of these things for us, but we actually are able to give our input. And I don't know if any of it matters. I don't know how impactful it is, but the choice is there, the chance, the opportunity is there, and I think we should take it. I think there should be more people at events like this, and there should be more consultation. It's wonderful to hear different people's ideas. And I hope I see more people at the next meeting. I hope there are more people from this city on the 24th. Please check the links in the descriptions if you'd like more information. If you're local to the city, there is a lot of good information that you should see on the city's website, and it's really important. Otherwise, just know that this is happening in a city near you if you're in Canada, and you can get involved. Thank you.